It's a disaster waiting to happen.
President Donald Trump and New York City Democratic frontrunner Zoran Mamdani don't agree on much politically.
Fighting to make the most expensive city in the United States of America affordable.
But there is one thing they do have in common.
This is a campaign that began at 1% in the polls.
The polls both got their first big high-profile wins very wrong.
This is a fraud on the American public.
They're prime examples of how unpredictable polling has become in modern elections. In 2025, can we actually trust the polls?
You can trust the polls to inform you about the dynamics of the race, but not necessarily the outcome of the election.
Political analyst David Birdsell says the answer is complicated.
And that's trying to figure out who's going to show up and vote. Again, if we dial the clock back 50 years, 40 years, 30 years, that used to be relatively predictable.
With fewer people answering landlines, pollsters have to get creative. Dr. Don Levy from the Siena poll says that means more outreach and more patience.
One of our interviewers will dial the phone as many as 60 times. Of those 60 times, about 15 people will say hello. Of those 15 people that say hello, 1 or 2 will take the survey. We're texting people, we're identifying themselves, we're giving them an opportunity to respond via the web.
He says the real challenge is now blending voting history with who says they'll actually vote now.
Because not only do I have to get the right voters, but I have to compute their likelihood to vote. So it is a daunting task.
Birdsell says big firms are reinventing the process.
Many of the very large pollsters, as a result, are moving to create these vast panels of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people.
Those panels help, but often tilt toward people more willing to respond, and that can lean liberal. And even a small margin of error can shift the whole story.
If the error margins had one candidate at 30 and one candidate at 40, and there's a 3% margin, that could be a 27-43 blowout. Or it could be a 33-37 tight race.
Honest polls who transparently go out there and seek to contribute to our democracy by giving voice to the electorate.
So let's finish where we started. Can you trust the polls in 2025?
You can trust the polls to inform you about the dynamics of the race, but not necessarily the outcome of the election on the 4th of November.